Clemson is scared to death of Will Muschamp's progress. That's a big part of this game as well. I'm not sure they all believe it's going to be this year, but they do not want to give him a step up again on what he's already done. There's been few that have won 8 or more in their second season. There's been few that have won 8 games and then beaten Clemson in their second season, and they feel Coach Muschamp and his staff coming on. They do not want to give them the title of, oh, by the way, we took Clemson out of the college football playoff in our second year. We're the up-and-coming team. They're cycling out. We're cycling in. That's a big part of the fear of the Tigers right now.
He's about 5 steps into that south end zone. Here's Spence with a kickoff, end over end, for the 115th time. We're underway. Here's Turner off the far side. 20, 25, tripped him up. He split 2 defenders. He got up to about the 27-yard line. It will be a 27-yard return on the play. Nolan Turner, the defensive back, made the stop for the Tigers. So the Gamecocks will start on offense. A football team that's been averaging 25 points per game, good enough for 11th in the SEC. Jake Bentley, 12-6 as a starter, completed 63% of his passes for 15 touchdowns and 9 interceptions in 2017. But he needs a night tonight. Working off the right hash mark. A.J. Turner in the backfield to the left. 3 wide receiver set. Turner will also throw it to Turner out in the flat. And the Tigers jump in quickly after A.J. makes the catch. That's -2 on the play. Dorian O'Daniel, the Butkus finalist, jumped Turner and was ready for that quick out route. Carolina going a little bit of fast pace. Bentley back to work. 2nd down and 12. Handoff straight up the middle. That's Turner covering up and crossing the 30 down to about the 31-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play before J.D. Davis, who got the start tonight at linebacker, the Clemson, South Carolina junior, whose father played at Clemson.
Clemson holds their opponents at 28% conversion on 3rd downs. Gamecocks at 40 right now.
Bunch formation to the right side. Now they split out. 3rd down and 5 for Jake Bentley at his own 32. 5-man front. They rush just 3. Bentley drops back. Throws to Hayden Hurst. Got it. First down Carolina. Up to the 40-yard line. Nice settle down in that Clemson zone as the Tigers backed out. Carolina gained 9 on the play. Davis again made the stop.
Nice pass that time. Had his feet set. Good protection up front.
Bentley, after they move the chains and 1st down, going to empty the backfield. A.J. Turner splits out to the right side. Bentley walks up to the line, now steps back, points out to one linebacker. 5-man front. Bentley, shotgun snap. That may have been a timeout. Or movement, false start.
Number 89. Penalty.
Brian Edwards, the Conway sophomore, started every game of his career, making a rookie mistake and moving at wide receiver spot. It did seem like Bentley had trouble getting into where he felt comfortable backing away from Allen Knott and getting that play going. Got to bring up 1st and 15. We're just underway at Williams-Brice Stadium. No score. Carolina takes the football in the opening kickoff. Now 2 tight ends for Bentley after the penalty. Turner comes into the backfield, settles down on the left side. Bentley slaps the hand, calls for the football. Knott snaps it back perfectly. Into the stomach. Bentley's got time, throws underneath. He's got A.J. Turner against that Clemson zone. A 5-yard gain. They swallow him up quickly and drop him down. Cleveland Farrell with a stop from his defensive end spot.
That time the game, Clemson went to a 3-man rush. They dropped everybody out. So Bentley had plenty of time to throw it. Looked all over the field and finally just did a throw down to Turner that time.
3 wide receivers all to the right. That's the wide side of the field. The first drive for Carolina. No score. 12:30 to go in the first. Bentley now. 2nd down and 10. Hurst comes over to the right side. Sits down. Bentley out of the gun. In the pocket's got some time. Down the middle of the field. Wants Hurst. And throws it over his head. He had Hayden Hurst streaking down the hash mark, but couldn't connect with him. Pressure by Cleveland Farrell, but Bentley just missed it by an arm's length.
He really did. That's the touchdown pass that Hayden Hurst caught earlier this year, and he stretched out for it, just not able to pull it in. It was there, and I think maybe the pressure coming on the left side possibly got him to throw it a little further than he wanted to, but well-designed play.
That brings up 3rd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Clemson shifting around up front, 5-man front, they show. Bentley out of the gun, 3 wide receivers. In the pocket, wants to throw, looking left side, not going to run out. Jake towards the near sideline to 45, they hit him hard. He reaches for the marker around the 50.
Good spot.
Got an excellent spot because he reached out and took the shot there. J.D. Davis making the stop, but it's a 9-yard gain, and here's Will Muschamp with a 4th down and inches to go. Oh, boy, a team that beat you 56-7 a year ago, and your quarterback just dropped his shoulder to try to pick it up. It looks like Muschamp will go for it. 3 wide receivers bunch up. Now everybody spreads out. Hurst in the slot. Bentley gets under center. 4th down and 1 at the 49 of Carolina. Hurst in motion left side. Bentley long snap count. Trying to draw him off sides. 2 seconds left, 1. And now that's a delay of game. They let the clock run. They're going to back up and punt it away.
5-yard penalty. 4th down.
So the Gamecocks and Will Muschamp will not go for it. They're going to see if they can pull the Tigers on a 4th and 1 at midfield. And they're going to try to get Joseph Charlton out on the field, the sophomore from AC Florida, to pin the Tigers back. They'll be down by that student section. So despite Bentley's run and push to try to get to the mark, he could not do so. Hunter Renfro set back to receive the punt at the 15. Snap handled. Punt drill. Turning over. Wobbling. Over the head of Renfro. Settles down at the 1. The Gamecocks are trying to get to it. They can't. Touchback. Carolina very late getting down there and could not get the ball that was settling. A punt of 55 yards.
Not good punt coverage that time at all. What they did is they went with Renfro, who faked it, which every punt receiver does when it's a good punt. We didn't find the ball in the air that time. Had we done that, we had plenty of people down there. We'd have probably held Clemson, I guess, to about the 2-yard line, but not a very good job that time. You got to locate that ball in the air.
Joseph Charlton, a great punt. That brings Zach Kelly Bryant, the Clemson offense, averaging 35 points a game. Devin Feaster, 5'11", 200-pound sophomore, is in the backfield with him. 4 wide receiver set. Bryant out of the shotgun. The junior from Calhoun Falls. Man in motion, good sweep. Now they handed in motion. Left side, going towards the Clemson sideline and finally knocked out of bounds at the marker on the play. An 11-yard gain. And that's Ray McLeod. Ray McLeod on the run from the slot receiver set. And split out again now on 1st and 10. Nobody in the backfield. Kelly Bryant, 5 wide receivers working off the left hash mark. Man in motion again. Bryant looking out left side. Quick out route throw. Caught to Deion Kane on that Clemson bench. It quiets the crowd. It's a 5-yard gain on 1st down. So Bryant with a deep set out of the shotgun to 220-pounder. He's 6'4". He looks really lean, but because he's tall and athletic. Feaster's the 1 back, pistol formation. Handoff. Feaster straight up the middle, driving for another 1st down for the Tigers. All the way up almost to their own 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain on the play. Sherrod Green from his linebacker spot making the stop. Feaster was a 100-yard dash sprint champion in South Carolina. And he's to the left of Kelly Bryant again. 2 wide receivers to the right side. Sweep play and reverse to the wide side of the field. Ray McLeod has got it into Gamecock territory down to the 45. So some misdirection and 2 reverses now for Carolina. DJ Wanham on the stop. It's an 11-yard gain and another 1st down for the Tigers. And the Gamecocks have got a man down.
Yeah, that's DJ Smith, I believe, Todd, number 24. He's up now running off the field, so it should be okay, but we don't need him to get hurt.
DJ's been banged up a lot this year. And Clemson just deciding to use that speed, Tommy, with reversing field on 2 plays here in the 1st drive.
Well, they're also thinking about the emotional uptick that Carolina would have and also the speed the Gamecocks defense has. So it's a nice way to run a little misdirection.
9:46 to go in the 1st quarter. No score. Clemson's 1st drive. 1st and 10 at the Carolina 45. Bryant wants to throw again. Got Renfro in the slot. Makes the catch jumping up in the air and brought down immediately on the play. It is a 4-yard gain for Hunter Renfro. Wanham makes the stop along with Keir Thomas Renfro, a Myrtle Beach, South Carolina native, a junior, caught a pass in 25 straight games, 46 receptions for 451 yards. Ryan now in second down and 6, looking out of the gun. Takes the snap. Nobody moves to the Tigers. The Tigers got a fake play, and they throw it backside to the tight end, and he's in immediately. They tried the trickeration on the freeze play, and they went to Milan Richard, the junior from Savannah, Georgia. Nobody fooled on the Gamecock defense. That's -8. Tigers getting cute, and they got it in their face.
That was good coaching right there. That's watching that play on the film, playing your reads that time, and just knowing where to go.
Stephen Montag's the one who wiped out Richards, and you can hear it now, 3rd and 14. Tigers backed up to the Gamecock 49-yard line. Press coverage on the outside, 3-man front for Carolina. Feaster's in the backfield. Bryant deep in the pocket. Bouncing's got some time. Now flushed out right side. Under some pressure, wants to run. He needs to get to the Carolina 35, and they drill him on the Gamecock sideline around Carolina's 45-yard line.
Only picked up about 4 yards in that long short of the first down.
5-yard gain. Dennis Swanham and Lamont's on the tackle, and that'll require the Tigers to try to back up and punt it and pin the Gamecocks back. It's 4th down.
Good coverage in the secondary that time because he had plenty of time. The Gamecocks backed out of there in kind of a little soft zone. He had plenty of time to throw it. No one was open, and he just had to run it at the last minute. The Gamecocks came up and stopped him well short.
Will Spires, a freshman, averages 41.7 yards a punt. He's at his own 41-yard line. Chris Lamont sent back deep. End-over-end punt low. Lamont's going to let it bounce over his head. It takes a Tiger bounce. And let's see if Clemson can get it. They do. They down it at the Carolina 1-yard line. So that's the opposite of what the Gamecocks did. Spears put it down there. 43-yard punt. The Tigers get on it, and they back the Gamecocks up to the 1-yard line. No score with 7:30 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back. Carolina's second series on the Gamecock ING Sports Network. And right now, Gamecocks in all garnet black helmets come trotting back out on the field. Jake Bentley leading them. He's 3 of 4 on the day. He missed Hayden Hurst on a crucial play down the hash mark. Could have gone for a touchdown. And now the Gamecocks are backed up on their own 1-yard line in the south end zone. 2 tight end set comes out for Carolina. A.J. Turner's the back in the backfield. So Bentley will have to work in that south end zone. Out of the shotgun. First down and 10. No score. Tigers in a 4-man front. Bentley, Turner straight at the middle. They pound him, but A.J. pushes forward for a couple. We'll call it 3. 2nd and 7 upcoming. Good blocking over the right side. In that situation, Tommy, if you can wedge him at all, you're doing a good job.
I was going to say, nice blocking that time, and just to get it off the right at the less than 1-yard line. So good blocking up front there.
That Clemson band down there towards that southeast end zone. Glaring at Jake Bentley. Turner in the backfield. Rodriguez Davis into the lineup now on the hash mark to the right side. Bentley still in the backfield. Throws quickly out the outside. He's picked off the 11. Walking into the end zone of the Tigers. Big 6 at the 11. A complete breakdown between Carolina's wide receiver Jake Bentley and Ryan Carter. Walks into the end zone. The extra point could make it 7-0.
Boy, we've seen a little bit of that this year already. Just either Bentley's reading it wrong, or who was the receiver? Was it Edwards?
That was Edwards.
And we've seen that between those two, quite honestly. So that one was ugly, though.
Wow. Just sat right down on the hitch route, threw it out there at 11 yards. And Carter didn't need to do anything but hold the football up and go in. Alex Spence can get the Tigers on the board. Up and good. Clemson leads it 7-0 after the pick 6 from Jake Bentley. With 6:50 to go in the first, we'll be back on the Gamecock ING Sports Network. Tommy, that's the problem. Clemson covered the kick, got his pen back at the 1, and then put us in a treacherous situation and pressure on Bentley, and he throws the ball right out in the flat to get the pick 6, and now they lead at 7-0.
Yeah, 3 of 5 so far for 12 yards. He missed Hayden Hurst for a touchdown, probably a touchdown, and then he threw that one and he shouldn't have. So got to calm him down now and just understand there's a long way to go in this ballgame. We've given up an easy one. Let's try to get back an easy one ourselves. But regardless, I hope the offensive coach is not afraid to call a play for him just because of that interception.
Alex Spence to kick off. Here's A.J. Turner. Drops it in the end zone, then picks it up, brings it out. 10, 15. A.J. bounces off a couple. And the Tigers stop him around the 17-yard line. We'll call it the 18. Turner a little slow to get up. And can't afford to lose him. Plays it about, I think he's playing on every special team this week. And, of course, at the tailback spot.
You know, I tell you, too, we have not gotten it back to the 25. And if it's kicked in the end zone right now, Clemson's doing a heck of a job of covering that kickoff, Todd. I think I'd just take it, get out to the 25.
There's a reason why maybe they've only had 11 touchbacks on the season. They're pretty good at covering them. All right, here's Bentley now, back out on the field after his pick six. He's under center this time. Tyson Williams comes in. Two tight end set. Fake inside. Bentley back to work, drops it down to Tyson Williams in the flat, who gets hit immediately. No gain on the play. Bentley looked down the field deep. Nobody open. And there's no gain as he dropped it off to Tyson Williams. Travion Mullen with the stop over there towards the Clemson bench. Second down and 10. Bentley quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Three wide receiver set. Hurst over here in the slot left side. Snap it back, run the football right up the middle. Got some room. Tyson Williams across the 25. Tommy, that went so fast, I don't think Clemson and a couple Carolina players were ready, but it was effective, an 8-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, we got to go tempo with these guys. If you remember what Venables said last year, he said them slowing it down worked right into our plan. So we got to move it quicker. We're not really a tremendously consistent up-tempo team, but offensively, but I think that's something we got to think about going through this game.
Randricus Davis comes in. Jacob August goes out. It's 3rd down and 2 with 5:44 to go in the first quarter. Carolina down by 7. Bentley moves Hurst over to the left side. Out of the gun. Throws underneath. Got Hurst. Caught it right at the marker. Then they drive him back. Let's check the spot. He needed to get to the 27 or 28. It looks like he got it, and it looks like a Carolina first down. The same little sit down in the zone before Kendall Joseph came over and made a big pop on him. But Hurst has got the first down for Carolina.
Yeah, he's a good target.
Bentley back to work again. Wants to run it straight over to the left side. Now, Tyson Williams going up to the 40-yard line. They creased the Clemson Tigers. And, Tommy, to your point on pace, that's how Syracuse got it going against them. Syracuse won 4 games on the year, but the pace hurt the Tigers. That was a 12-yard gain. Quickly back to work again. Bentley, trouble handling the snap. He does hand it to Williams up the middle again, who somehow finds his way for 4 yards over Corey Helms. Tanner Muse, the strong safety, making the stop. Carolina down 7-0 with 4:46 to go in the first. Beautiful night for football at Williams-Brice Stadium for late November. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining us on the Gamecock IMG Sports Network. Bentley empties the backfield. Tyson Williams goes out to the right side. It's a 5 wide receiver set. Clemson shows a 5-man front. Bentley out of the gun. They bring him. They block it at first. Bentley wants to run now. Jake slides down at the 49. Boy, they hit from behind kind of late on the play. But Jake needed to get to the 49 to get a first down. Let's check the spot. Holy mackerel, Tommy. They went back to the Carolina 49. I'm not sure where he put his knee down on the play.
Yeah, the guy
Not a great spot.
The guy behind him kind of hit him in the back, which I think was legal, no problem. And it kind of knocked him off the ground, so that was a little confusing where his knee touched.
So they spread it out after they sent all the guys into the pattern, and Jake rushed away. And now Mon Denson checks in, the 5'10", 209-pound sophomore at tailback on a 3rd and 2. Bentley out of the gun. Mon Denson going right side stuff.
He missed the hole.
Stuffed. No gain on the play. It's 4th and 2. Carolina can't pick it up. Good stop by Clemson, who stood up Mon Denson. Tommy, that's tough to bring it back in on your first carry on a 3rd down and 2. No feel for it whatsoever. And Joseph Charlton comes back out to punt it away.
Yeah, I think the feeling there was his size. He's bigger than A.J. Turner, and maybe Williams is a little bit more of a low-to-the-ground runner. But regardless, he should have gone straight and not moved it to the outside.
Joseph Charlton to punt it away. End over end to Hunter Renfro. Renfro runs up to the 15, takes it. Fair catch. Cleanly, it's got it. Tigers will come back on offense after the 37-yard punt. And with 2:56 to go in that first quarter. Gamecock defense will try to regroup. It's not been their fault so far. Jake Bentley giving up a pick 6, and Tigers are up 7-0 on the Gamecock IMG Sports Network. Kelly Bryant back out on the field with the Clemson Tigers. Travis Etienne comes into the game at the tailback spot. 5'10", 200-pound freshman from Jennings, Louisiana. Team best 679 yards rushing in just 88 attempts. The average is 7.7 yards per carry. Bryant, pistol formation. Etienne straight at the middle. Got some room across the 20. Etienne with a 5-yard gain on the play.
Gamecocks kind of got and rode him that time a little bit. And he had good, strong leg action and good low-to-the-ground trajectory that picked up those 5 yards. He was hit about a 1-yard gain and just dragged everyone along.
Tigers back to work quickly up the line of scrimmage. Same set, pistol formation. Etienne to the left side. Snap to Bryant, looking left, wants to throw in the flats. Got his man caught right in front of the Gamecock defense. Rashad Fenton. Deion Kane makes the stop for and catch for the Tigers. That's a 6-yard gain on the play. Bryant with a fresh set of downs after the throw. Wants to look left side again. Got his man underneath. Incomplete. Intended for Etienne, who's only got 2 catches on the year, lined up in the slot. And that may be why. They don't throw to him very much out of the backfield. And he just dropped that one that Bryant put right on his face mask. 2nd down and 10 upcoming. Carolina with man coverage on the outside so far. C.J. Fuller checks in at tailback. 2 men in the backfield right now. And a tight end. River Cloud in the backfield. And there comes C.J. Fuller going left side. On the cross action from Bryant as he rolled right, handed back off to Fuller, and the Tigers gained 8 on that play. It's going to be 3rd down and very short with 1:53 to go in the first quarter.
Okay, Clemson gives you a lot of different looks on offense, a lot of different play designs. Just really keep you on your toes on defense.
Fuller, the junior from Easley's the lone back. Bryant backs up with a towel on his tail behind him. And Bryant's going to run it for the first time straight at the middle. Hey, Carolina stacks him up. Oh, guarded. Oh, right there. Bryant, the junior quarterback, is hit by Sky Moore. No gain on the play. And it takes a while to unpile them. They were ready for that one.
Yeah, good defensive surge that time by the guys up front, the down guys. And I think he was, Sawyer was in there, 97, Kobe Smith. Wanham was in there. Good defensive surge. A little help from Brunson, too, fitting in.
And a 4th down and 1 brings out Chris Lamons to return the kick. We'll see. Will Spires, the freshman, with 41.7 yard average. Spires at his own 20-yard line. Steps forward. Boots it. Good spiraling punt. Lamons backs up. It's over his head. And Chris battles for the football around the 5-yard line. Did he touch it? And it's the Gamecocks. Good gracious. Lamont, what are you doing?
Wow. I mean,
It goes over his head, and he let it just settle. He battled Clemson for it, and thank goodness only the Tigers hit the football. Ron Charleston jumping on it for Carolina. And that hushes the crowd again after they see the mistake.
Hey, well, I hope they don't review it.
Carolina again with terrible field position. A 60-yard punt by Spears. That's 20 yards greater than his average. And when the Gamecocks get back down on the field, there's a timeout right now. 30-second timeout. They'll be starting at their own 6-yard line.
Well, field position of 27 for the Gamecocks. And then
the 1,
18, 1, and now 7.
Here's Bentley on his own 6-yard line. Tyson Williams going left side. Got some room. Runs into a couple players at the next level. At the 11-yard line, they stack him up. But it's still a good 5-yard gain on first down. They cut behind Donnell Stanley that time. And Dennis Daly, the junior from Columbia, played his ball at Ridgeview and worked his way into playing at left tackle. And Tommy, it's been 4 weeks in a row with this group, and it's much better up front for Carolina.
It really is, and I'll tell you that about Tyson Williams that time, too. He had a nice push with his legs, had good body lean, and he really at that time he gave 3 Clemson defenders a little bit of a ride.
That'll end the first quarter. The Gamecocks are down 7. They'll have the football when we come back. They'll be going from north to south here at Williams-Brice Stadium on a gorgeous night for football on the Gamecock IMG Sports Network.
Back to the voice of the Gamecocks, Todd Ellis. Todd?
Thank you, Brandon. It's always interesting on rivalry weekend. Jake Bentley now on 2nd down and 5. We flip into the field. It's back to the student section. And Mon Denson's in the backfield. Tyson Williams to the left of Jake Bentley. Low snap handled. Tyson's got it. Rushing forward and dragging his jersey down to the ground. He's trying to get to that marker around the 11-yard line on 2nd and 5. I think he gained 4. It'll be 3rd and very short. Nice job by Williams as Farrell was hanging on to his jersey.
You know, sometimes running backs just have to get in the groove a little bit, but also they see it against other games. They don't see it. Denson missed the 3rd down gamble. He missed the hole. Williams, though, has run the ball well and picked the holes like he should have.
3rd down and 1 for Carolina, trailing by 7, just underway in the second quarter. They're at their own 15-yard line. 4 seconds remaining. I formation. And Will Muschamp calls a timeout as Jake Bentley was letting the clock run down as they couldn't get set in that I on 3rd down and 1. Good job, Muschamp. Burned the first one of the ball game. Carolina can't afford right in that spot as Jacob August goes over and talks to the officials. Timeout on the field. It'll be 3rd down and 1 when we come back. Carolina's got it at their own 15. Got a 3 wide receiver set, including Chavis Dawkins over to his right side. Williams is the tailback. Bentley out of the gun. Now they shift around. Dawkins goes over to the left side. 2 wide receivers to the right. Jacob August comes in motion, stands up on the right side. Bentley out of the gun, looking left side. Throwing. Tyson Williams caught at the 20. Out of the backfield and towards the Clemson bench and knocked out of bounds around the Carolina 27-yard line. It's a 12-yard gain and a Carolina first down. Nice job.
Well-designed play, something, a new wrinkle, and just wide open. Clemson was totally fooled on that.
Good shifting over to the right side. Got Williams alone. And Bentley connected with him. We're going to take a time of the health look at A.J. Turner when we get a chance here after the first down play. Bentley out of the gun, wants to throw again. Looking right side, wheel route, overthrown. Some good coverage here. It was intended for Randricus Davis towards the Carolina bench, and they pulled Jacob Bentley up. But if we get a chance, let's go down to Langston Moore now. And Langston, we have not seen A.J. Turner since that kickoff return. You got any comment of health injury report on Turner?
Yes, A.J. Turner's been over here on the sidelines. He's been running back and forth trying to test that leg out there since that kickoff return. As of right now, I don't think he's on the sideline. I've been trying to find him if he was tucked around over here. But since he's had those tests, I think they might have taken him into the locker room to get retaped there.
All right, A.J. Turner, that's a comment of health injury report. Mon Denson in the lineup now, 2nd down and 10 at the Carolina 28-yard line. Bentley out of the gun, Denson to his right. They'll run with Mon straight up the middle. Boy, they clamp down on a quick play right over the center. Austin Bryant, the junior, who had 48 total tackles on the year, just got another one. He did hold that to a 1-yard gain, just the strength on Mon Denson. And now Carolina's facing a 3rd ball.
Cannot be predictable in situations like this. And the last 3rd down, we showed that what advantage that was. So Carolina, you got to show them something different right here. They're going to tee off on us.
Tyson Williams back into the ball game. The sophomore from Sumter, South Carolina, knows this rivalry well. Bentley with 11 seconds left on the play clock. Backs up with Williams to his left. 3 wide receivers set to the right. Shotgun snap. 3-man rush. Now 4. Bentley out of the gun. Throws in route. Caught. Oh my goodness. Right on the forehead. Brian Edwards. Bentley with a gun on the in route towards the Gamecock bench, and it's an 11-yard gain. Just what they needed. First down, Carolina.
Good to get him, and here we go, Todd.
Bentley back to work with the shotgun. 3 wide receivers set. Tyson up the middle. They get a good block over the left side, and it springs him for 2 as the white jerseys from the Tigers jump on his back right in the middle of the field. So good throw from Bentley on 3rd down and 9. And Brian Edwards gets into the ball game, as Tommy mentioned. Now it's 2nd and 8 after the run from Williams.
Key to that throw was he had enough time to let Brian Edwards clear the underneath linebacker. Then he just stepped forward to the target and really shot a bullet in there.
Dawkins comes in to the left side. Javis playing a lot tonight. Shai Smith out of the ball game. He's been injured. Did not play tonight. Bentley, quick throw to the outside. Got it on a quick hitch route. Clemson playing a lot of underneath zone coverage, and Ortre Smith gets a catch, but only because Jake Bentley maybe threw it as hard as he's ever done to get it out there before Bryant got out there, and Dorian O'Daniel, who made the stop. It's a 3-yard gain. Here comes 3rd and 5 for the Gamecocks.
Say these Clemson defensive corners, they can close pretty quickly, so you got to throw it with all the velocity you can muster on the outs.
2 tight end set and a 5 wide receiver set that they're part of. Bentley out of the gun by himself. Clemson showing blitz, but just 3 down linemen. Shotgun snap, 3rd down. Bentley wants the end route, ball tipped up in the air, jump ball. And Carolina scrambles for it, and they get a no incomplete pass. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage, intended for Ortre Smith on a backside slant, and that'll do it. 4th down for Carolina, 4th and 5. I can't believe how much zone the Gamecocks are seeing tonight by the Clemson Tigers. Again, they backed out of coverage, and Wilkins got Christian Wilkins, their fine defensive tackle, got the deflection, and it almost was picked off. Here's Charlton again, as the Gamecocks will punt it away. Joseph puts his foot into it. High, spiraling punt. Feaster sent back to receive, and the ball bounces again at the 3-yard line, and Carolina can't cover it. And there's flag on the play, and there's some pushing and shoving around the 15, a 55-yard punt that's going to be a touchback. They let Clemson bring the football out. They clean it up. We'll see what the flags are before we go to break.
I think our guy was hitting their guy, and their guy was hitting us back. So,
well, I haven't said that. We'll figure it out when we get back. Tigers lead it by 7 with 10:58 to go in the second quarter on the Gamecock. IMG Sports Network. Joseph Charlton dropped another punt inside the Gamecock 5-yard line, and Carolina couldn't cover it again. Touchback on the play. It comes out to the 20-yard line. And Clemson's had a real advantage here, Tommy, in the first half of this ball game in field position.
Yeah, they really have. We talked about it earlier. The Gamecocks, where they've started, is not even comparable to where Clemson has started. Clemson started on the 20, and also the 15 is what I have right here. But I'm sure there's
an average of 39-yard line for them.
Exactly.
And ours is on our own 13. Yeah. That's what's average so far. And the Tigers lead it on a defensive score in the first quarter. And here's Kelly Bryant back out on the field, the junior from Calhoun Falls, who's all set by himself. 3 wide receivers under the boundary. Now they shift around. Bring the tailback in there. It's ETN to the left of Bryant. Another man comes in motion across. It'll be ETN running right side towards the Tiger bench. Gamecocks are there, and they stack him up. Good blocking from the tight end and right tackle, but Keir Thomas puts a stop to that and holds it to a 4-yard gain on the play. Tigers are primarily a running team, but they've got good balance, Tommy. 217 yards a game on the ground. That's what they want to do. And Kelly Bryant's a big part of it. So far, he's had 1 rush tonight. 2nd down and 6. ETN and Amari Rogers in. And Bryant wants to throw it out right side. He's got ETN on a little swing route. ETN still running hard down the Clemson bench. He had 1 blocker in front of him and nobody there for Carolina. It's a Tiger first down on a plain play towards the boundary. And the Gamecocks just not there. ETN with a catch. He dropped one earlier. He gained 23 yards on the play. And the Tigers have got it 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Got a player injured here.
And the Gamecock medical staff.
Looks like it's Keir Thomas.
Coming out of the field. And Keir Thomas right on top of the block C.
Thought that previous play was a good example of why you have to have athletic offensive linemen. Number 76, Pollard for Clemson, was way downfield blocking, and he blocked Jamarcus King, and really didn't block him. He just kind of got in the way of him. Of course, about 330 pounds versus about 190. You're going to have to go around that big guy. And it was a legal play. The pass was thrown behind the line of scrimmage, so good execution by Clemson.
Kelly Bryant now 5 of 6, but just for 29 yards for the Tigers. They've yet to take a shot down the field. Adam Choice, the junior running back, comes in from Thomasville, Georgia. He's to the right of Bryant. 4 wide receivers set off the right hash mark. Bryant, low snap, and will throw to the outside. Incomplete. Boy, Carolina wanted to step under that. Rashad Fenton came underneath Amari Rogers. The ball way overthrown on the play. Had Bryant gotten that ball down, it might have been Fenton with his own pick six.
I'll tell you one thing, though. Bryant took a hit from Taylor Starworth that time, just unloaded him.
Bryant working out of the gun again. 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Choice to his left. Puts the hand down, calls for the football. Picks it up, wants to throw. Ball's tipped at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Cannon Smith, the intended receiver, the son of Bill Smith. Huge, 6'5", 275-pound tight end. Bill Smith, of course, played football, was an All-American at Clemson, and it's on their board of trustees. And that incomplete pass brings up a 3rd down and 10. Tigers lead at 7-0 with 9:43 to go. Bryant working out of the shotgun zone, 47-yard line. Choice to his left. Bryant wants to throw. He's in the pocket, down the field. Got a man. It's caught at the Gamecock 35-yard line. Flag on the play. We'll check it. It was thrown right there into coverage. T. Higgins, the intended receiver, and he got it. 24-yard gain and a Tiger first down on the end route.
Holding. Defense. Number 10. That penalty's declined. First down.
Holding on Sky Moore. And Bryant with an accurate pass. That's maybe why he's got completed 60%, 66% of his passes.
So far, I hadn't had him throw anything very difficult. That one was a nice throw and a bit more difficult than the other ones he's done, but he had good protection up front, too.
At the Carolina 29-yard line after the completion, Bryant out of the gun, wants to run it straight at the middle. They've got it rolling and churning. His choice. He gets it down to the Carolina 25. Clemson backs doing a good job in traffic. They're keeping those legs moving, and that one's good for 4 yards.
Need to hold them right here, guys. Clemson's really good inside the 20-yard line. They've scored 71% of the time for touchdowns. Gamecocks have held their opponents 52% of the time touchdowns.
Red zone defense, red zone offense is usually win or loss. 2nd down and 6. Bryant out of the gun, wants to go left side. Fade route, well covered on the play. And there's a flag thrown. Clemson says they like it. Actually, 2. Rashad Fenton fighting with the receiver, DeAndre Overton, on the play.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 16. First down.
Rashad battling from 10 yards down the field, Tommy.
Yeah, he would. I don't know if it was face guard. I don't know what it was that time, but he just was pushing the guy out of bounds and all. Just not very heady play.
Bryant with no way to make that connection. He had great position on the play. They both had kind of hand fighting on it. Now Sherrod Green checks into the lineup. Stephen Montag comes out, and they've got it just like that. The Tigers just outside the Carolina 10-yard line. Choice is the back. He's to the left of Bryant. 3 wide receivers right side. Clemson going to run it with Bryant left side on his own. Pushed out of bounds on the Gamecock bench. Maybe lost a half a yard or so. And now there's a flag on the play. Bryant was blown out by Sky Moore. And now there's another one.
I think the official was late coming in that threw the flag. And I think it was an incorrect call because they just fell down. That's what they did. I don't think Sky Moore pushed him out of bounds.
Let's see who it's on first.
Yeah, got to be on Sky, I guess.
Well, he threw it back towards the sideline.
Yeah, he did.
After the play. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Half the distance to the goal line. First down.
They did not call out the player, but Sky Moore was the one that drove out Bryant, and it would have been a 1-yard loss. And now the Tigers have got it. First and goal, the Carolina 6. So some penalties in this drive by the Gamecocks, losing their composure a little bit, and it comes from their senior, Sky Moore. We zoom on that play. Actually, they went over a photographer.
I just think
They just fell. They all just went to the ground.
I mean, he didn't hit it. That's why the 2 officials that were going over there right on the play didn't call it. The official trailing the play is the one that called it. So bad call.
Bryant takes the loss in the run, but gets the penalty, and Feaster comes in now, tailback. Tigers threatening with 8:40 to go in the second quarter. They lead at 7-0. First and goal to Gamecock 6. Handoff inside Feaster. Struck down, but finally he gets down to about the 1 or 2 yard line, a 5-yard gain on the play. It'll be second and goal from the 1, and the Tigers are going quickly here. Gamecocks got to get set. Clemson up 7-0.
It was a fumble, Clemson.
Kelly Bryant, again, inside Feaster, dives forward. Left side, got it. Feaster jumps up in the air. The Spartanburg native who knows this series just gets 6 for a 1-yard run, and Carolina aided that one in a big way with the penalties. Pass interference, actually in back-to-back plays. One was declined, then the personal foul by Sky Moore, and the extra point could make it 14-0 Tigers.
A good-looking drive by Clemson, 8 plays, 79 yards, but as Todd called it, got a good bit of help that time by Carolina.
Alex Spence to attempt the extra point. Spence, the junior. Greg Hugel, their starting kicker this year, tore his knee up in September, and that puts Spence on the field. He kicks this one up here and's got it. 8:12 to go in the first half, and the Tigers drive down the field, and they get 7, and they lead it 14-0 on the Gamecock IMG Sports Network. Jeff Heiser, the referee, they did miss that one, though, and that was hard to see because both of them were just tangled out, fell out of bounds, and fell over one of these 35 photographers that's down here on this sideline.
I think his argument, though, is if you're going to call it, let the 2 guys that are right there with him call it, not the guy trailing and coming across the. He was about the 30-yard line marker out there where you can see what the number is. He's the one that called it. I mean, he had no clue what was going on. He was blocked off by the other players standing there.
Here's Alex Spence to kick off. The Tigers have done a good job covering him tonight. Carolina's had returns. Now it's Rashad Fenton's chance to do so. And Spence puts another one end over end. It can have Rashad running up. Got one at the 7-yard line, up the near hash. Rashad turned over around the 26-yard line. Just run into a pile of orange and guard at that time. A 20-yard return on the play. So Spence much shorter that time. Pretty good field position for Carolina. Gamecocks down 14 with 8:07 to go. 2 timeouts remaining in the second quarter at Williams-Brice Stadium.
Fast game so far. We got a
number 4 Tigers trying to get back to college football playoffs. They got a pretty direct route. They could beat the Gamecocks tonight. Tyson Williams in the ball game. Rodriguez Davis comes in motion. They hand it to him on the sweep play left side. Speed sweep across the 30 is Davis up to the 31-yard line. And Rodriguez, the wide receiver, a redshirt freshman from Atlanta, Georgia. He's caught 3 passes for 32 yards, had some ankle injuries, riddled by hamstring and ankles. And gains 5 yards on that play on first down.
Yeah, good gain on first down, no question about it.
Bentley works the shotgun again off that left hash mark. 3 wide receivers to the right for Jake. Long snap count. Here comes Clemson on a blitz, picked up initially and thrown into coverage and almost picked off. In and out of the hands of the linebacker, dropping into coverage on the curl route that time. That's actually Austin Bryant, the defensive end, who plays some outside backers. So they blitz from the boundary and drop Bryant into coverage, and Bentley got lucky to didn't throw a pick. Here comes 3rd down and 5.
Exactly right. And I tell you, Williams did a good job that time of picking up a blitzing linebacker, though.
Clemson shifts around. They showed 3 down linemen and walk the linebackers up. 3rd down and 5 at the Carolina 31-yard line. Trailing by 14. Bentley wants something here. They backed out. Bentley's under pressure, though, and they sack him for the first time tonight. Boy, a wide rush by Cleveland Farrell, and just runs the circle around the Gamecock offensive line. It's -4. And here comes another punting situation for Joseph Charlton.
I think the Gamecocks were hoping, the fans were certainly, that we could get something going offensively, but I hate to say it, it's very, very good defense, particularly to down people up front.
Very quick. Farrell, that's what he wanted. 3rd and 5. Here's Ray Cloud, set back to receive the punt. Charlton booms one. McLeod backing up, calling for the fair catch, got it at the 20-yard line. So Joseph Charlton has done his job tonight. A spiraling, booming kick for 52 yards. It's got the Tigers backed up. Still 6:50 remaining. Clemson's got 3 timeouts in that 14-point lead. Carolina needs to get off the field here in a hurry, Tommy, and try to win this field position battle and not have these penalties.
The Gamecocks not deciding so far in the passing game to go downfield, although Hurst was the one down through the middle that Bentley overthrew him initially. Had that pass been completed, Maybe a touchdown, maybe not, but it's certainly been the best field position all night long.
Here's Kelly Bryant, 6 of 9 for 53 yards on the night. Got Feaster in the backfield to his left. Fake inside. Bryant throws, quick out route, near sideline, caught by Deion Kane. And Kane flipped around and dropped towards that Gamecock bench, but it's a 13-yard gain. Boy, we blitzed from the outside and almost got, but for the quick throw. Kane, the junior from Tampa, Florida, caught a pass in 34 straight games, now 35. He had 5 catches for 96 yards in the 2015 game against the Gamecocks. 1st and 10 for Bryant. Out of the gun, fake inside again, rolling right side, under pressure. Bryant evades one Gamecock. No, they trip him up. They've got him in the backfield. -4 on the play. Aaron Sterling, the young freshman at 6'1", 240, never gave up, and he finally got the elusive Bryant.
They did a good job of working his hands and getting through the middle that time where he was coming from, and then good change of direction, all those things from a true freshman.
Back at the Tigers, 2nd and 14 now with 5:56 to go in the first half. They lead at 14-0. Bryant got Feaster in the backfield, but he wants to throw. Quick drop against, got his man, caught. In between the zone is DJ Greenlee. The big tight end goes for 9 yards on the play. Greenlee from Clemson, South Carolina, a graduate at 6'1", 245. So I tell you, Bryant does a good job with his eyes and head, Tommy. He doesn't give it away right off the bat.
Got to do that. Bentley sometimes just the opposite. Tonight he's doing a better job.
3rd down and 5 at their own 39-yard line. Bryant out of the gun. The Tigers are 4 for 8 on 3rd down. Wants to throw it. It's got his man right at the marker, pushing forward to the 45-yard line. A Tiger first down. That's Hunter Renfro, the slot receiver. Shoot, half of his passes are for first down. Actually, it's a little exaggerated there. 16 of the 46 are for first downs. The Tigers move the chains. Bryant got 2 wide receivers into the boundary. Feaster in the backfield. And comes in motion across his face. Bryant's going to run himself, and he's hit hard in the backfield. Here, Thomas waiting on number 2. And Thomas puts his helmet right in the left side of those ribs of Bryant. He pops up on the play.
Boy, yeah.
No gain on the play.
A lot of eye candy from Clemson. A lot of moving people. I like that, though. I think you've got to do that. And Gamecock's offense, a little bit different strategy there. But Clemson is, you really got to watch what you're doing if you're a defensive player for Carolina.
Kelly Bryant empties the backfield on the 2nd down and 10. 4-man front for Carolina. They rush 5. Quick throw to the inside. Caught right away, though. Jumped on the back of the intended receiver. That's actually Ray McLeod. It's good for 5 yards. Good coverage by Rashad Fenton. Nice throw by Bryant right in the belly. And here comes another 3rd down with 3:54 to go in the first half. Tobias Williams comes in, trying to get lined up. He does so in the slot. Jam, the freshman, playing his first rivalry game.
Giving up about 6 inches on the receiver.
Here's Bryant on 3rd and 5. Feaster in the backfield, but Bryant wants to throw it. Looking left side. Down the field. It's got a man there. He's caught at the 20. And Clemson's got it inside Carolina's 5-yard line, 10-yard line. That's T. Higgins. And he beats Jam Williams on the play. 41 yards. Bryant looked right, went left, and luckily Williams did not let that one go all the way in because he had a 5-yard jump on him, did T. Higgins. And just like that, the Tigers have got it 1st and goal to Gamecock 9-yard line. Feaster in the backfield, shifts over to the left side. Bryant out of the gun. They fake the reverse play. Bryant running it to the right, into the line of scrimmage, and tripped up as he falls forward to about the 6-yard line. 3-yard gain on the play. Clock running at 2:56. Tigers, 2 third down conversions. Both of them on the arm of Bryant in this drive.
Bryant's 11 of 14, 126 yards.
9th play of the drive upcoming for Clemson. 2nd and goal to Carolina 6. Student section trying to make it hard on him. Handoff straight up the middle. Not much going, but he does get inside the Gamecock 5. A 2-yard gain on the play. T.J. Brunson with one of his tackles. So the inside running game for Clemson so far a struggle. But it's 3rd and goal. Hold them to a field goal here. It seems like to stay in this one.
Yeah.
With 2:11 to go in the second quarter. Feaster's in the backfield. Bryant out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers right side. Bryant rolls right. Looking for the corner of the end zone. Throws late. Got his man Renfro, who came back to the middle. He changed directions. The man, the Gamecock, was right there, and Renfro makes a catch. And it's good from 4 yards out with just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. The extra point will make it 21-0 Tigers. That's a veteran football player right there in Renfro. He saw his quarterback in trouble, changed direction, sat down.
Sure did. Couldn't said it better myself. There's a penalty right there. I don't know what that's about, but calling on, I think it's on Dabo Sweeney. He ran down there to like the 9-yard line. Can't do that. I think that's it.
They can still hear Dabo on the referee's mic. I don't know what he's upset about unless there's some infighting or a little bit of chippiness going to work in the end zone.
I thought as a coach, though, you're supposed to kind of stay in that box. Maybe not.
I believe you're correct, sir. Right now, the Tigers have got the points on the board. Here's the call.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct against the head coach for Clemson. That penalty assessed. It's a shooting kickoff. It's also the play, a touchdown.
So Dabo Sweeney, as he usually does, injecting himself into the ball game, this time in a bad way. And it'll be assessed on the kickoff. And here's Alex Spence. It at least lit up the student section a little bit. The Gamecocks are still. Spence swings through. Off the upright. Guard right. And Spence can't convert, and it remains 20-0. So a Sweeney penalty, and Spence kicks it off the upright. The Tigers lead it with 2 minutes to go in this first half, 20-0 on the Gamecock IMG Sports Network. Back at Williams-Brice Stadium, Gamecocks get a little bit of fortune. They've not had much in this first half, but Alex Spence just missed the extra point after Dabo Sweeney got a personal foul on him. On the sideline, arguing with the officials, came down to his box. Apparently he was angry about a couple of bottles being thrown on that end zone there after the Tigers scored, but they took it too far. And they just announced here for, of course, the students not to do that, and we encourage them not to do that. That's bad on everybody. And that was the first penalty, by the way, on Clemson tonight, Tommy.
Yeah, you know, they lost to Syracuse on the road, and they had 11 penalties up there, 11. And you got ACC officials tonight, and they normally do a very good job, but tonight, honestly, there's a few of these have been questioned, and they've came at a big time during the game. And
Spence puts his foot into it. And Fenton comes up to the 22-yard line, right up the far hash. At the 30, tries to get to the edge and knocked out of bounds at the Clemson bench on the 40-yard line, on the Carolina 40-yard line. So an 18-yard return in the best field position by far for Carolina tonight. So a reasonable length of the field, Tommy. 2 timeouts, 1:53 to go for Carolina.
Yeah, I think you really got Gamecocks really have to have points on the board after this one. You know, they run this stuff all the time in practice. I was out there 3 days this week, and every time they finish the day doing this 2-minute drill, as we call it. Todd, you've seen it 100 times. Just got to execute it. We'll see what goes on here, but it'd be nice to get some points.
Bentley's 8 of 13 for 42 yards and that 1 interception. He's got Tyson Williams in the backfield. The 4-man rush. Bentley wants to throw outside way over the top of his intended wide receiver, Otrey Smith, on that Clemson bench. Pretty good pressure by the Tigers coming around him. He had to throw it over that big defensive end, Cleveland Farrell, who goes 6'5", 260.
He also had Joseph out there from a linebacker, outside linebacker position, Todd, dropping in the passing lane, and he was closer to the receiver than he was to the line of scrimmage, so he had no choice.
Clemson playing a lot of zone tonight.
Yeah,
I don't believe Jake Bentley's going to throw it underneath. 2nd down and 10 with 1:50 to go in the first half. Bentley out of the gun. Got time in the pocket. Now steps up. Now he's got to run. In trouble. They drop him. Couldn't find an open receiver. And Dexter Lawrence makes a stop from his inside defensive tackle spot. It's 3rd and 10, and the Tigers take a timeout, Tommy, with 1:36 to go in the ball game in the first half. They think they may want the football back.
I don't blame them. Gamecocks allowing 25 sacks coming into this game, 27 now, 41 allowed last year. So I think we'll beat that record. But these 2 sacks here tonight were not good.
37 on the year for the Tigers. They've gotten one of the better sack teams in America, and they do it with that front four for the most part. Christian Wilkins, Dexter Lawrence, Cleveland Farrell, and Austin Bryant. And they got some backups to go with them as well. Tommy, got to have some intermediate throws here. The Tigers backing out in those zones, making it tough for Jake Bentley. Swing some out of the backfield, and otherwise, and of course, run the football. But with 1:38 to go on 3rd down and 10, we need something pretty creative right now.
Yeah, we really do. I talked about that earlier in the game. We got to watch our tendencies, and also we got to be creative. Got to be clever. Some of the play designs, play calling, and we got to show some misdirection, that kind of stuff, because Clemson can run. They're very good defensively. Everybody knows that. Right now, they're corralling us pretty well.
Bentley on a 3rd and 10 from his own 40-yard line. Williams in the backfield. Clemson in a 3-man front. They rush and blitz. Bentley in the gun, throwing down the field and overthrown. High to Randricus Davis, and actually it was pretty well covered on the play. Bentley had to slide up into the pocket because of the rush, and that brings up 4th down and 10. Boy, Davis was open for just a minute down the hash mark, but the safety was coming over for the Tigers, and that was Marcus Edmond on the play. And 4th down, here's Joseph Charlton again with 1:34. So we took almost no time off the clock, Tommy, and the Tigers have 2 timeouts remaining. Hunter Renfro set back to receive. Charlton puts his foot into it. Another beautiful kick from Charlton. Carolina trying to go down and cover the ball. Takes an aggressive bounce right into the end zone. Another touchback for the Tigers. No soft bounce for Charlton that time on a 60-yard punt. And the Tigers take over with 1:25 to go. They're leading 20-0.
So far, he may be the most valuable player, Charlton, because he is booming it tonight, fans. I can tell you that. He is hitting it like you want him to hit it, but it's just always getting that forward roll, and that's just hurting us.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Carolina football. Here's Bryant out of the shotgun on 1st and 10. Looks over to the Clemson sideline. Feasters is back to the left, changing things up. Play clock down to 9. Backs up. Got his heels on the 15-yard line. Snap, low, throws, quick out route. Incomplete. Intended on the outside for T.J. Chase, the freshman from Plant City. But the corner for Carolina sat down on the play. Rashad Fenton, and Fenton knocked the football away. 2nd and 10 upcoming. Carolina just over 100 yards total offense tonight. The Tigers working on 200 there, 193. Bryant out of the shotgun, wants more. Throws quick out route low, but handled on the Tiger sideline. Knocked out of bounds. After he gets another first down, is T. Higgins. Poor tackling on the perimeter so far on these Clemson wide receivers, and that one gains 20 yards on the play.
Yeah, we're going up high. We need to go low, I believe, on them because they're pretty good-sized kids, and we're just not able to knock them off. We think we can, and we're not doing it. Not wrapping up.
Tigers with 2 timeouts, 1:13 to go. Bryant throws underneath, got his tight end. He's got a leap for it. Dabo Swinney swings his arm, lets let go, move the football. A 9-yard gain on the play. And they hold it as the Tigers come up on a 2nd down and very short. 54 seconds to go. Bryant out of the gun, quick drop, throws underneath the catch. Just shellacked this time is Hunter Renfro. Jamarcus King makes a hit on him in the slot. Incomplete, that's 3rd and 1 now with 47 seconds to go.
Dave Renfro, though, showed a little class right there. He got up, patted King in the stomach. It's a good hit.
Bryant been content to drop the ball underneath so far. And Clemson had one run of 12 yards after the catch. But they need this one 3rd and 1.
Watch him going deep, Todd.
Feasters in the backfield. Bryant with a short set. Drops the hand down, calls for the football. They run with it in the backfield. Feaster's got it. After they hit him in the backfield, he got across the 50 into Gamecock territory on a 3rd and 1 with 41 seconds to go. They moved the chains. Brad Johnson was the one who made the stop for Carolina.
And he was in there as a true freshman and nearly got him for the loss, but Feaster just pulled away from him.
Clock running at 37 seconds. Bryant in the pocket. Throws underneath. Tipped at the line of scrimmage. Javon Kinlaw introduces himself to the series with a tip away as they were trying to drop the ball down to Feaster underneath. And now there's 32 seconds remaining and 2 timeouts for the Tiger. Kinlaw got up on that play. Goodness.
Yeah, he did. That was a low throw anyway, but still, he big guy. Clemson's got about 5 of those guys.
4-man front for Carolina right now. 3 of them standing up. Bryant out of the shotgun. 2nd down and 10. Bryant under some pressure. Hit just as he throws it. And the Gamecocks reach out for it on the pick. Do they get it? No. Incomplete. Oh, Jamarcus King had a fingertip play as Taylor Stallworth hit Kelly Bryant in the back. And with 27 seconds to go in the half, it'll be 3rd down and 10. Oh, Stallworth just drilled him. And King made a great effort to come over and get to the football. And he didn't argue too much with the incomplete catch. 2 timeouts remaining for Clemson. They lead it 20-0. 27 seconds left in the first half. Bryant out of the gun. 3-man rush by Carolina. Bryant flushed out left side, trying to turn his shoulders, coming towards the Gamecock bench. And Carolina running out of the sidelines, and a flag on the play. It's thrown late by an ACC official. Safety running up the sideline.
That's Sky Moore again, too, Todd. Wow. Come on, Sky.
That's 2 on Sky Moore, Tommy. Personal foul, he could be out of the ball game.
There is no foul for a late hit. 4th down.
All right, let me tell you something on that one. Will Muschamp working that guy, those officials, so hard on the previous one out of bounds, probably helped right there.
But whatever it was, it saved our star linebacker right now, Sky Moore. And the 4th down play after he gained just 2 yards, and the Tigers could punt it away with 19 or throw it down the field.
Todd, I think that was that was closer to a penalty than the one before.
I don't think there's any doubt.
Yeah. They gave us one back right there.
They took a delay of game to the Tigers. Or are they going to call it or not? The clock definitely ran down. They do not move it. They've reset it. Oh, so here comes the punting unit. Will Spires, the freshman, stands back. Carolina has a man at the 25-yard line. No real return here. Chris Lamont's up playing more defense. 19 seconds remaining in the first half.
Now Clemson calls timeout.
And Dabo Swinney upset with his punt team. Boy, these 2 coaches really could not be any different, Tommy. And I don't say that being difficult to Coach Sweeney or obviously to Coach Muschamp. But Will Muschamp, 14-10, is notched 14 victories in his 2 seasons at the helm. Only Joe Morrison and Steve Spurrier and C.R. Williams have won that many games in the first 2 seasons. Dabo's 4-5 in this series as the head coach, but he's trying to get his 100th win tonight for the Clemson Tigers. 2nd winningest coach. Danny Ford finished his career at 96, 29-4. And the only penalty tonight on Clemson is on Dabo Swinney. Will Spires set to punt it. He does so. Off his shin, it looked like. And Lamont let the ball bounce. It does softly around the Gamecock 14-yard line. 11 seconds to go. Don't forget to stay with us. We'll try to have Langston and Coach Muschamp right away. And Coach Muschamp's got a 20-point deficit here in the first half.
Clemson gets
his rivals in town.
And Clemson gets the ball in the second half to open it up too. So Gamecock defense, really only allowed 2 touchdowns. The other one was an interception in return for a touchdown from about 12 yards out. So,
and Bentley will get in the safe formation and try to take a knee and run this one out. With 10 seconds remaining, time to regroup. And they break up these 2 football teams and make sure they head towards their respective locker rooms.
Yeah, get a little pushing and shoving down there now. Come on, Gamecocks, just go win. Just don't run your mouth. Just go play hard. Make some things happen.
Coach Muschamp makes his way down the near sideline, and he's got our Langston Moore.
Yeah, Coach, let me get your thoughts on the first half.
Miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver on the touchdown. You can't do that against a good team. The third down really hurt us on defense on the second drive. You know, they put together a couple plays, but third down killed us.
Still a lot of football left to be played. I'll let you get to the boys in the locker room. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Langston. Coach Muschamp summarizing the pick six and then not getting off the field on third down. But the Tigers are number 4 in the country for a reason, and they lead it 20-0 at halftime at Williams-Brice Stadium.
8 of 15, 42 yards, but we're just not. We just got to get the passing game into this a little bit somehow.
Gamecocks kick off and taken at the 1. ETN across the 15, 20, 25, 30. ETN running hard all the way up to the 40-yard line. A great return.
Okay, great blocking.
Javon Charleston making the stop, but Clemson starts with great field position on a 38-yard return after Parker White can't put it out of the back of the end zone.
You know what he did, Todd? He faked like he was coming up to the right, which is where he got the ball. Then he went to the middle of the field, had great blocking. Our guys got out of the lanes there, and that's what happens.
Kelly Bryant actually marked it at their own 39-yard line. Tigers in our white jerseys tonight. Feaster to the left of Bryant. First down, goes quickly into the slot, got his man Renfro. Makes one catch, spins away from a couple of Gamecocks, cuts back in at the 40-yard line. Renfro on the run. Renfro's trying to get a block at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Tigers on the first play from scrimmage for 61 yards out. There is a flag. Flag thrown back down here around the Carolina bench at the 44-yard line.
I don't think it's against Clemson. That was ugly. Gosh.
Now they pick it up, but no call.
This Cruz.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 7. Got penalty assessed. The succeeding kickoff. Results of the play, touchdown.
That one's not going to sit well with Will Muschamp, Tommy. Poor tackling and angles the entire time.
No question about it. I think that's been a plague the whole night long. I mean, very disappointing.
So the extra point could make it 27-0 Tigers as they strike quickly here on their first play from scrimmage. Up and good from Alex Spence, and it is. Tigers on a 61-yard slot throw to Renfro, and he takes it the rest of the way after 1 or 2 good blocks and a cutback or 2, and they lead it 27-0. Out of the gate come the Gamecocks defense, and they wasn't ready there. A great return of 38 yards by the Tigers, and then the Gamecocks let their guard down on a little swing route that goes for 61 yards.
Gamecocks got to get something on the board here, Todd. It's going to be ugly. Uglier. Let's put it that way.
Carolina doesn't have that many seniors, but you got to rely on them now and a couple of your veteran players to not let your psyche get away from you. As the Tigers can quickly strike against you a lot of times. You thought they were pinning their ears back before. They're going to pin them back now. And a penalty is assessed on the face mask on the kickoff, so Spence will kick off at the 50-yard line. Unless he doesn't want to, this will go out of the back of the end zone. And it does so. The touchback, and Carolina will take over, and they need something going in a quick way. As they're down 27 points, and we're just underway in the third quarter, 14:39 remaining. Clemson scores on their first play from scrimmage.
They look awfully easy. Bad tackling, as Todd called it. Bad tackling and just bad angles. And then Renfro, give him credit now. Made a couple really good moves out in the midfield, got behind a couple blockers, set those blockers up once he caught it. So you got to give him full credit on that one.
Tyson Williams, no A.J. Turner back in the ball game. He got hurt in a kickoff return. It will be Williams off the right side behind Big Zach Bailey, and they're pushing the pile forward. The Tiger defense, it gives up just 14 points a game, and blanking the Gamecocks right now. It's a 4-yard run before Kendall Joseph puts a stop to it. And 2nd and 6 upcoming. Bentley empties the backfield. Hushed Williams-Brice Stadium now, stunned with the first score. 3-man front for the Tigers. Williams in the backfield. And they'll run. Williams, left side, covering the football. Good cut back towards the middle. A Carolina first down and up to the Gamecock 39-yard line. 10-yard run from Tyson Williams.
Good blocking on the left side that time.
Tyson came in the game with 407 yards rushing and a touchdown. He'll go back to work again this time. They'll hit him in the backfield. All kind of leakage on the play. Cleveland Farrell makes the stop. Wow, 2 players in the backfield, Tommy. -3, so the hurry up does not work in that situation.
No.
And it's 2nd down and 13.
Like Clemson was more ready than we were because we did no blocking on that one.
Bentley took a look over to the sideline and gets the check. Hurst comes over, puts his hand down on the right side. 2 wide receivers to the left. That's a wide side of the field. A 4-man front for Clemson. Williams to the left. Bentley wants to throw it. It's got a man underneath. He throws it too hard and he can't run away. And that was Brian Edwards, who had to reach back for the football, Tommy. Instead of hitting him on the run, Bentley kind of gunned it in there. Maybe not as much his fault as it was Edwards that time. Just a 3-yard gain, but that brings up 3rd and 10. Carolina 4 of 9 on 3rd down in the first half. Clemson brings 6. Bentley in the pocket. Throwing backside. Picked off. Tigers got it. He threw it behind his intended receiver, and Trayvon Mullen made the catch on it. Hayden Hurst. He did not put the ball out in front of him, and Mullen was there in his back pocket. Tommy, a nice play by the cornerback for the Tigers.
Exactly, and it's like Corey Helms is down a little bit, or he is down rather, and the trainer's out on the field and checking him. Look, he's grabbing his right leg.
We'll take a timeout on the field. Tommy, those are 50-50 balls. You gotta win, but that time it wasn't thrown up in the air really. The Tigers did a good job of getting underneath Brian Edwards, and now they've got great field position again at their own 43-yard line, up 27-0. Travis Etienne, the freshman from Jennings, Louisiana, who had a 38-yard kickoff return, steps to the right of Kelly Bryant. 1st and 10. Carolina crowds the line of scrimmage. Bryant steps back, throws a quick out route, got his man towards the Gamecock bench, knocked out of bounds quickly. And that's DeAndre Overton with a 5-yard gain on the play for the Tigers. Bryant with a nice job, Tommy, of faking just long enough. He kind of holds in there, steps back and throws the out route. Press coverage by Carolina now on 2nd down and 4. Etienne in the backfield, they'll run with it. Big number 9 going for the marker, and he's got it in the Gamecock territory at the Gamecock 45-yard line, a 6-yard gain, and moves the chains for the Tigers.
I tell you, he's a player. A lot of people were very surprised he left the state of Louisiana, but
everybody wanted him.
Yeah.
Highly recruited.
Yep.
1st and 10 after the Etienne run. He's to the right again of Kelly Bryant. He's gone all the way quarterback so far. He'll fake this time to Etienne. Rolls right, throwing out on the flat. Ball's low. Will Muschamp says it's incomplete. And they're calling it a catch, but we'll check this one. And they wind the clock rolling after a 13-yard gain and another Tiger first down. They reset the chains. Kelly Bryant, 16 of 23 for 226 yards. They will look at that completion, though.
That play is under further review.
2 touchdowns on the day. A big chunk of that, 61 yards, came from the Renfro catch and run. But he's been impressive, no question about it.
I agree with that. And 312 yards in total offense for Clemson to 114 for Carolina. Not a very good day offensively for the Gamecocks. You know, just moving around a little bit in the passing department. But you and I were talking at halftime, Todd. They run in that zone, and that's giving us some fits. I mean, we're not able to get the people loose. That's where you need a Debo Samuel in there, a Shy Smith. I mean, you lose two your starting receivers. You got Hayden Hurst, but I tell you, they just double down on him now, just like it's what you do. So I mean, it's just hard. You still got Brian Edwards, of course, but
when you only got the outside threats, they're going to play their fine corners. You might beat them once or twice, but they're going to make gains and drives down the field. You got to have some guys inside play against this zone and sit down, and that's been difficult. Tommy, that looks like a catch to me, by the way. Got his fingers wrapped around the football with his white gloves, and this may hold up.
It looks like it may have slid out, but here's the call.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. First down.
Yeah. The other thing, too, Todd, is when you look at this football team offensively for Carolina right now, or I'm sorry, offensively for Clemson, a lot of motion, a lot of different eye candies, they call it back there. They're really a sound running football team. And the offensive line are athletic. They pull, they block on the corners.
And Bryant, after the first down, hands off left side. Feaster, he runs into a host of Gamecocks. I don't think there's any gain on the play. Nice job there. They tried and faked another reverse. Coming back around to the right side, and Sky Moore and Kobe Smith a part of that. And they make the stop on Feaster, the Spartanburg native. Kelly Bryant, who had more carries, Tommy, than anybody else on the football team rushing tonight, is few and far between in the ground game for Clemson. Out of the gun, he wants to throw again and throws into the flats. That ball's tipped around. Do they call it complete? Incomplete. Boy, Rashad Fenton there, a part of that hit. And Trevion Thompson, the junior from Durham, North Carolina, took a couple licks. And it's third down and 10 at the Gamecock 32-yard line.
You know, we've tipped about 3 passes tonight, got no break of an interception there. The punting has been wonderful. He just rolls aggressively into the end zone. It's just one of those nights that nothing's worked. And we just got to hold him right here and hopefully stay in this ball game a little bit.
Let's see what the Gamecocks do on third down and 10. Clemson looks over to the sideline. Kelly Bryant got 4 seconds, 3 on the play clock. Carolina with a blitz up the middle. Bryant throws the ball down the far sideline, out of bounds. Good coverage by Chris Lamons on T. Higgins, and it falls harmlessly on that Garnet sideline, and that'll bring up fourth down for the Tigers.
They're staying on the field and going for it.
Well, looks like Dabo Swinney put the play card in front of his face and saying, let's go for it. It would be a substantial kick, and they're 1 of 6 beyond 30 in field goals.
But they're up 27-0. Offense has been somewhat anemic tonight, so not a bad call by Dabo.
Been greater than 50 yards. So on fourth down and 10 with 10:31 to go in the third, up 27-0. Here they are. Bryant with 3 seconds left. In the pocket. Carolina coming. Bryant flushed out left side. Being trailed. Now cuts back again. Coming back across the formation. Dropping back deep. Throwing out in the flats. Got Feaster, but he's dropped. He falls to the turf, and there's flags all over the field. It's got to be guys down the field, an eligible receiver. It's a 3-yard gain. There's some pushing and shoving at the 20-yard line, and they break that up quickly.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense number 76. That penalty's declined. First down, South Carolina.
I don't know what he has against 76, but there are about 4 more down there, too. He could have called. That's understandable, though. Your quarterback's running all over the place back there, so it's hard to gauge if he's going to run a throw.
But a good stop and a turnover on downs for Carolina with 10:19 to go. We come back. They're trailing in a big way. 27-0 on the Gamecock. IMG Sports Network. At Williams-Brice Stadium, Carolina defense gets a stop on the second series for the Tigers on the day. 10:19 remaining in the third quarter. Well, the Gamecocks find themselves down 27-0.
Don't understand the scoreboard, Todd. It says the ball is on the 32.
It definitely is not that.
I don't understand that.
It is on the 29, the Gamecock 29-yard line. Here's Jake Bentley and some movement up front.
Offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Donnell Stanley, after the timeout, comes trotting out on the field and gets a false start. And that backs up the Gamecocks, who have been struggling to find any offense, much less once they've been backed up. 114 yards of total offense for Carolina tonight. And Bentley on a 1st and 15. At his own 24 now, out of the shotgun, 3 wide receivers right side. They want to run it. Bouncing to the right side is Tyson Williams, and he gets clipped right on the ankle. Had one man to go, and he couldn't pick the foot up and get over him. Just a 1-yard gain on the plays. He had some blockers to the outside. 2nd down and 14. If you're just joining us on our penalty health injury report, A.J. Turner lost in this ball game, at least appears. He's not been back in 2 quarters now, 2 full quarters. On a kickoff team, he was injured. No Shy Smith tonight as well, never started. Bentley wants to throw. He's in the pockets, flushed out, gets hit, drops one, floats one out, and it's incomplete. Pressure was coming from the outside on Bentley. And a dangerous throw again from the sophomore quarterback. Tommy's lucky that one didn't get picked off, but listen, he's trying to make a play. They had a hold of his jersey. They hit the ball at the last second. He's dropping it off to Tyson Williams.
Yeah, no one can ever fault his effort. I'm just a little surprised offensively we hadn't got him out of that pocket because they can tee off on you right there. They're beginning to do that a little bit.
3rd down and 14. They're going to be looking to here. Another false start. This one on a wide receiver again.
Offense, number 81. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Carolina losing the concentration. Not that they really had it much tonight to begin with. And now Jacob August checks in.
In fact, that's our 7th penalty call. And the 1 penalty for Clemson is on the head coach.
3rd down and 19 for Bentley. Out of the shotgun. Quick wide receiver screen thrown to the outside. And wow, what inside leverage by Clemson's front. Go out and tackle Brian Edwards. That's Albert Huggins, 6'3", 305-pound junior, Tommy. And it was into the boundary, a little shorter place to run, but a nice job running down Brian Edwards, who had some blockers out in front of him. Just a 3-yard gain, and Joseph Charlton will have to punt it away for Carolina with 9:14 to go in the 3rd. Gregory McLeod set back to receive at his only 34-yard line. Charlton steps straight forward. Boots one again. High, spiraling kick. Gregory McLeod comes over, makes the fair catch at that 31-yard line. Charlton tonight with some good boots. He hadn't gotten luck on the bounce, but that was from 45 yards out. There's time out on the field. Clemson gets the ball back. We'll be back on the Gamecock IMG Sports Network. Tigers in their 3rd-ranked national defense is taking care of business right now. They got the Gamecocks blanked 27-0 with 8:56 to go in the 3rd quarter. Along with Tommy Suggs, Langston Moore, I'm Todd Ellis. Glad to be with you despite the score. We always love being here at Williams-Brice Stadium. 1st and 10 for for Clemson. Bryant's back to work with Etienne, and they'll hand to him. Etienne runs into Brunson in the 2 battle, but Brunson pulls him down, maybe a gain of a yard on a play. And boy, the Tigers, Tommy, came into the game averaging 217 yards rushing, but their passing game's what got it going tonight, 242 through the air.
Yeah, that, of course, the 61-yarder helped a lot with Renfro, and then also, there was another long one down here. I think it's Higgins that caught it. It was about 30 yards as well.
Bryant lifts the leg on 2nd down and 9. Drops the snap, got to jump on it. Be a loss of 2 yards. It looked like it was a weak snap. He was kind of backing up, hit the fingertips, hit the turf, and then he jumped on it. -4 on the play. So 3rd down and 13 with 8:08 to go in the 3rd quarter for the Tigers. Ray McLeod will split out to the right side. Renfro in the slot to the right as well. 3rd and 13 for Kelly Bryant from Calhoun Falls, South Carolina. Out of the shotgun, the 6'4" junior looks left side under some pressure. Going to run out. And Bryant runs for the markers, and the Gamecocks have got him. Hold him up to the 35-yard line. He's going to be about 6 yards short, 5 or 6 yards short. Brad Johnson up on that. Nice effort by the Gamecocks, Tommy. I'm telling you, to track those guys down Those quarterbacks that are that good athletes, very difficult to do, particularly after you rush up the field.
So you got a flag down, Todd, which kind of used to that tonight.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct against number 16 in the defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Wow.
You know, that's more embarrassing than the score.
It really is. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Oh, my goodness. They get off the field. And Fenton. It's an unsportsmanlike. Muschamp having a word with him on the sideline. Kelly Bryant, though, gets new life. 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. Fakes inside. Bryant, wide receiver screen over to the left. Carolina tracking. And the Gamecocks drag down Ray McLeod as he heads towards that Clemson bench, cutting down around the Gamecock 46-yard line. A 4-yard gain on the play to Marcus. I have no idea what the personal foul was, but they were 6 yards short of the first down. They had to stop. And now it's 2nd down and 6 for Kelly Bryant, quarterback. Got on the Gamecock side of the 50. At the Carolina 46-yard line. Out of the backfield, Etienne, handoff. Right side of the Jennings, Louisiana freshman at 5'10", 200 pounds. The leading rusher goes 5 yards. And they'll start to move the chains. York Jones a part of that. It will be a yard short. Half a yard, maybe. 3rd down, half a yard. 6:17 remaining in the third. 27-0 Clemson. Travis Etienne in the backfield. Tight end comes over, sits down on the right side. Bryant runs up the middle. Etienne's got the first down. Good blocking right over the center and right guard. And Etienne powers his way down to the Carolina 32-yard line. A couple of Gamecock substitutions there. You saw Nixon get tonight in the secondary for Carolina. Tommy, that's a guy they look forward to developing next year.
Exactly right. Got some good potential.
5:46. Clock is stopped. And Bryant with a full wide receiver set. Handoff, inside stuffed. Maybe a half a yard on the play. Right in the middle of that Gamecock defense.
Kinlaw and
Sky Moore part of that.
Yep, Sky Moore, exactly. Sky's the leading tackler tonight. He's right ahead of Brunson. Sky's got 10 tackles and Brunson has 4. So this keeps up. Sky will end up being the leading tackler 4 years in a row.
Well, we count the bowl game as well, so you have to do it as well.
You're right.
Bryant to the air, tries a back shoulder throw. It's intended receiver Deion Kane here on the Gamecock sideline. That's incomplete. And 3rd down and 9 upcoming. Is there a Gamecock territory right outside the 30-yard line?
And if you look at what they did earlier, Todd, this is 2 down there territory for Coach Sweeney.
Yeah, field goal kicker has struggled. Alex Grant's done a very strong leg. Greg Hugel's who they intended to utilize this year, and he tore his knee up in a practice, of all things. All right, here's Bryant with some tight sets and 4 wide receivers. Carolina in a 4-man front. They bring it. And Kelly's running left side, being tracked by Sky Moore. He drags him out of bounds. Great job by Sky again, showing that speed, which will take him from sideline to sideline and likely to the NFL.
Also won him that time. Did a good job of shedding his block. Number 8 he's for the Gamecocks. And shedding his block and then chasing him down as well. So good speed. 6'2", 6'3", about 245. So he runs real well.
4th down and 7, 4:50 to go in the third. 27-0 Clemson. They've got it at the Gamecock 30-yard line, just inside of it. They need to get the Carolina 22. Ryan with a 4 wide receiver set. Looks over to the sideline. 4 seconds remaining on the play clock. Timeout, Dabo Sweeney. First of the second half for the Tigers. And on a 4th and 7, they want to think about it with a 27-point lead. On a quiet night at Williams-Brice Stadium, Carolina struggling to get anything together offensively. Get a pick six early on, and that took the 7-0 lead. We'll recap the rest after this. Kelly Bryant, though, on 4th down. 4th and 7, trying to keep it moving for the Tigers at the Gamecock 29-yard line. Bryant out of the gun. Option play left side. Bryant going to walk for the first down inside the 20-yard line and knocked out of bounds. Simple option play from Bryant. They pick up the first down, and they're going to have it. 1st and 10 at the Carolina 16-yard line. Bryant ran out of bounds, a 13-yard gain on the play. His first big opening of the night.
Yeah, we talked about him running more and passing necessarily. Jake Bentley has not run the ball tonight.
He scrambled out a couple times,
yeah,
but not a designed run.
Exactly right. You've got to have that quarterback running this day in town.
Clock's running with under 4 minutes now in the third quarter. Tigers threatening again. The 16, option play again left side. Pitch play back. Gamecocks are there, and a good tackle back inside when the blocking was on top of him. That Sky Moore a part of that, along with Stephen Montag, who got away from the blocker for the Tigers. It is a 4-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 6 upcoming.
You know, Montag's played well, too, this year when he's come in. After he went through his injury, played pretty well, too. A couple interceptions.
Sky got most of that credit. And ETN's back in at tailback. 3 wide receivers in a diamond formation right side. Bryant looking right. Now under some pressure. Wanham's all over the leg. He dumps it out in the flat. Got a man at the 10. Knocked down quickly. 3 Gamecocks there, but Ray McLeod makes the catch, and he's going to be right for a first down. I believe it should be 1st and goal. Tigers after the catch. A 6-yard gain on the play. DJ Smith makes the stop, but actually it was Sky Moore tracking on Ryan Tommy. He couldn't quite get to him, and just like that, 1st and goal for the Tigers. Ryan. ETN in the backfield. They'll hand to him, bounces left side. Into the end zone. 5-yard run by ETN.
Got to give him credit.
13 plays, 69 yards. Took 6:09 off the clock. Long time for that Gamecock defense to be on the field. But listen, Rashad Fenton gave him a pass on 4th down when he could have gotten him off the field. He had a personal foul. So Alex Spence to attempt the extra point. Up and good in that south end zone. It's 34-0 Tigers.
Got 8 penalties tonight for the Gamecocks, and correct me here if I'm wrong, but I think only 3 of those there were 3 illegal procedure penalties, I think.
At least 3.
Yeah,
I think it was 3.
And then other than that, it was face mask. It was just not being in the right position. Then hitting out of bounds. All this kind of stuff. Just we grab it for something, guys. We're better than this.
Yeah, we got one delay, false start, unsportsmanlike, personal foul, false start, unsportsmanlike.
Okay, yeah. Clemson had 1. That's on the head coach. That's a little unusual. Go through a game and not have a penalty on your players, but something out there. But didn't have it. That didn't cost us a game. We're just not as good as Clemson right now. I hate to say it, but we're not.
Rashad Fenton set back to receive the kickoff.
It's amazing how you can beat them 5 years in a row and let just get where we are now. But that's where we are, and that's why I'm much chance here to him and his staff to build this thing back up.
Alex Spence does kick to Fenton. He's going to bring it out 1 yard deep at the 10, 15. Good cut, gets 1 block. About up to the 20-yard line or so. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Carolina football. Back at Williams-Brice Stadium, Carolina trying to get anything together on offense to have a good showing here tonight. They're minus A.J. Turner, minus Shi Smith, who didn't play in this ball game. And Jake Bentley has had his struggles. 2 interceptions, 1 pick six. Tyson Williams is in the backfield. They'll run with him. Right side, behind Hayden Hurst, who came over and sat down over on that right side and gains 5 on the play. And Williams got the workload tonight, the South Carolina native. Came off the bench at Mizzou to lead the team with 14 rushes for 78 yards in a win. He made his first collegiate start against Louisiana Tech, responded with 95 yards on 13 carries, and he's the man tonight.
11 carries, probably 52 yards.
Bentley out of the gun, wants to throw. Quick out route, Chavis Dawkins, incomplete. Covered tightly to the outside, but the ball was thrown low to Dawkins. And that'll bring up third down, 5 yards to go.
I don't have it in front of me, maybe the Kershaw does, Tom, but number of 3 and outs for Carolina offensive tonight.
And actually, Clemson, 5th in the country. 3 and outs tonight for Carolina. And here's Bentley trying to prevent that. With 2:08 to go in the third. Out of the shotgun. Wants to throw it. Got a quick out route. He had to get rid of the football, and Tyson Williams was not ready for it. And that's because Cleveland Farrell was all over it, along with Austin Bryant. That brings up a punting situation. Boy, that just opened the floodgates there. And Joseph Charlton back out on the field for Carolina.
369 yards total offense for Clemson, only 123 for the Gamecocks. Passing yards, Jake Bentley, 49 yards passing tonight.
Charlton to punt it away. Ray McLeod set back. Boy, this is a rocket over McLeod's head. They'll let it bounce. And at the 10-yard line, it settles down. Joseph Charlton. What an unbelievable night tonight for him. Crushing the football on a cool November evening. This one for 65 yards.
Tyson Williams tonight, 11 rushes, 52 yards. A.J. Turner, Todd's mentioned it several times, out of the game. He only rushed it 2 times for 10 yards. Jake Bentley, 4 for 9. Bentley's 10 of 21 passing for 49 yards. 2 interceptions.
He had 41 a year ago and a 7 for 17 performance against the Tigers. 1st and 10, Adam Choice in the backfield. Kelly Bryant going all the way at quarterback. They'll go with Choice straight up the middle into that Gamecock defensive line, and not much going. Offensive line for the Tigers, 4 or 5 starters returned from a year ago, including All-American Mitch Hyatt at left tackle. The Sugar Hill Junior. And they've been grinding on the ground so far this year. Good balanced attack. 2nd down and 8 with 1:23 to go in the third. High snap. Brian handles it. Sweep play right side. Adam Choice across the 20-yard line. A 1st down for the Tigers. It's a 9-yard gain on the play. And they got to the edge on that one.
Looks like Jameis Williams hurt that shoulder again there, Todd.
Did he step out? I didn't see.
Yeah, he came out grabbing his shoulder again, so if we can go back in.
Brian now to 1st and 10. Out of the pocket, drops back deep. He's got to dump it out. He does so. He's got C.J. Fuller on a crossing route. Wow. Carolina had everybody covered up but Fuller. And Bryant hit him leaking across the middle for a 14-yard gain. Another Tiger 1st down.
He did a good job that time, Fuller. He had an initial lick and just shot right in this little soft area over the center. No one was there. It kind of looked like kind of a little screen pass, sort of. It worked.
Bryant taking his time with 16 seconds remaining in the third quarter. He wants to fake it, throw it out in the flats. He does so to his tight end and cut down immediately on the play is Milan Richard at 6'5", 235. He gains just 3 yards on the play. And that will run the third quarter. Clemson up big, 34-0 over the Gamecocks. We'll be back on the Gamecock IMG Sports Network.
Our score's 34-0 Clemson. Back to the voice of the Gamecocks, Todd Ellis. Todd?
Readying for the fourth quarter. Find some pride here for the Gamecocks. See who wants to play. There's been some substitutions so far. The Tigers bouncing up and down as they rightfully so. Feel good about where they are right now. Kelly Bryant's got a 2nd down and 7 as we start the fourth quarter. He's on 39-yard line. C.J. Fuller in the ball game. We'll rotate those backs tonight. And Bryant goes to work and swings it out. Fuller, left side, trying to cut back, and he's lit up. Hit high by Aaron Sterling and low by Chris Lamont, and they cut him down. And it's just a 2-yard gain on a play. Nice pursuit by the Gamecocks that time. Brings up a 3rd and 5.
Aaron Sterling's all over the place. True freshman out of Georgia.
Yeah, Coach was raving about it this week on the call-in show.
Very athletic.
So he's going to grow into that body someday. So 3rd and 5 for Bryant. He sends Fuller out to empty the backfield. 4-man rush for Carolina. They cut him down and one goes backside slant route. That ball's picked off. Headed towards the other way, the south end zone. Keyshawn Nixon, the junior from Compton, California, makes an interception, the 2nd of the year. And he heads down the Gamecock sidelines. Brian wanted to go backside slant, and Nixon steps in front of it to make the pick.
Starworth is down on the field, Todd. I'm not sure. He's playing with his left leg, and I don't know if that's a cramp or he got cut underneath, but boy, what a year he's had.
Taylor Stallworth, been captain tonight, been a heart of this football team. I guarantee you, he's not laying down. He came back after he'd basically gotten a slight concussion and had 5 quarterback hurries,
Getting up
4
now.
tackles. Now he popped up. And Stallworth being helped off the field. Coach Muschamp working those officials.
Tell you one thing too, Todd. Taylor Starworth showing us a lot of personality.
Yes.
His press conference and all, and eating, and just really had a lot of fun watching him.
It's always been fun at practice when I've visited with him, but you're right. I think he's opened it up with his teammates this season. He's got them to 8 wins. Now the first turnover of the day for the Tigers, and the Gamecocks have got great field position. At the Clemson 22, 2 tight ends set. Tyson Williams in the backfield. Bentley at quarterback. First comes in, sits down over the left side. Tyson runs over the left side, hit the backfield. Great hit from the linebacking core coming right, knifing through is Chris Register from Greensboro, North Carolina. Well, played his ball at Dudley High School, a rival of mine. It's -1 on the play.
You know, we run that play where first comes in motion, goes back the other way, sits down. It's normally a running play. It's normally to the side where he is, or maybe they just hand it to over the center, let him pick the hole. So Clemson knew that from looking at the film and watching tendencies.
Rodriguez Davis comes in at the slot. Clemson in a 4-man front. 2nd down and 11 after the turnover. Bentley in the pocket's got a little time. Throwing the out route intended for Hayden Hurst and knocked away by the Tigers. The left hand comes in late around the 10-yard line towards that Clemson bench. And Isaiah Simmons makes the stop. And Bentley will be facing a 3rd down and 11. Hey, Tommy, that's a route that you just don't throw to the tight end that often. That's where you need Deebo Samuel. You need your slot wide receivers.
Yep.
Just to get a little more space between you and the defenders.
Yep.
Good coverage by Johnson on the play, though. Bentley working out of the gun. Williams beside it. Gamecocks got a pick by Keyshawn Nixon. It's 3rd down and 11. Bentley throws on a quick slant route again. There's miscommunication between he and Rodriguez Davis. And he's lucky that was not picked off. As Davis goes to the outside, and Bentley looked for the slant down the seam. And here comes Parker White to attempt the field goal. So 3 plays, -1 yard after the interception.
You know, that's one of those too, as Todd knows, and a lot of people do, that you don't know if that's the quarterback's fault or the receiver's fault, because they both got to read it the same way, and 3-4 times this year that has not been the case.
Parker White from 40 yards out, right down the middle of the field. Picks it up and got it. So the turnover, they can't get 7, but they get 3 from Parker White, and they're on the board for the first time today. 34-3 with 13:21 to go in the ball game on the Gamecock IMG Sports Network.
Back to the voice of the Gamecocks, Todd Ellis. Todd.
Kelly Bryant makes his only mistake of the game so far. It's a pick, but the Gamecocks can't take full advantage of it. They lose a yard on 3 plays and kick a 40-yard field goal by Parker White. And it's 34-3 as White will set to kick off towards that south end zone.
Cooper looks like he's warming up on the sidelines to maybe come in and replace Bryant. Todd, I'm not sure that maybe he's just getting a little chilly, but he's certainly throwing some balls over there. And Bryant's 6th interception of the year.
White puts his foot into it, end over end. ETN brought this one back 38 yards. He'll come out again. And towards the near hash, now bounces it out towards the Clemson sideline. And yanked down around the 29-yard line. Got good instincts on that kickoff return. He's just a good athlete from Louisiana.
Well, you got to see it, and that's one thing he showed right there. He was that kickoff return was designed to go to the left for him, and he saw Carolina over there, so he just stopped and went back the other way where it was not designed, but there was no one there. They were going where the blockers were, and he picked up some nice yards.
Came into the ball game averaging 7.7 yards per carry at ETN. And now Hunter Johnson is in at quarterback. And he'll hand off right side to Adam Choice, who bounces it. Makes a good cut. He's across the 35-yard line, a 9-yard gain. Good little run. Yeah, Hunter Johnson, the freshman from Brownsburg, Indiana, 6'2", 210-pound freshman. They recruited some quarterbacks at Clemson the last couple of years. Those guys will be battling it out. Kelly Bryant, the junior. And here's Johnson. Out of the gun. Running it again straight up the middle. First down enough for Adam Choice. The clock runs at 12:40 and a 4-yard gain. A first down for the Tigers.
Scott Moore, 12 tackles tonight.
Came in the game averaging about 6.7 per contest. 4-man front for Johnson. Wants to throw the football and does so outside. Quick wide receiver screen. The Tigers are still battling, but they yank him down finally at the 45-yard line. There's Amari Rogers. 3-yard gain on the play. Tommy, you came in the game. Your key to the game was quarterback play. And Kelly Bryant did a great job tonight, and certainly he got helped by that pick six early on by Jake Bentley. Confusion on the play. They'll run it again inside. Tigers push forward into Gamecock territory with Adam Choice. It's an 8-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, Bryant had a good day. 23 of 34, 272 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Jake Bentley, not a good day. 10 of 23, 49 yards, and 2 interceptions.
Yeah, Bentley started 8 of 11, Tommy. He's now finishing 2 of the last 12 he's made.
Yeah.
Handoff, left side towards the Gamecock bench. Cut down on the play quickly is Adam Choice by Sherrod Green. It is a 3-yard gain. Second down and 7 upcoming. The clock at 11 minutes. Hunter Johnson, just 210 pounds. You can tell he looks like a freshman. He's about the only one on Clemson teams that looks like one. He'll get the shotgun down, 2nd and 7. Let's see if they let him put it in the air. They do so. Quick little drop to his tight end. Caught. Turns and inside the Carolina 35 is DJ Greenlee. And Hunter Johnson with a quick trigger that time, Tommy. Zipped it out there for a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, it looked really good throwing. Look, actually had a better throwing motion than Bryant does. Bryant kind of throws a little funny to me. He doesn't put the zip on it. Just all right there.
Fresh set of downs for Clemson. Go back to the ground game, straight up the middle. C.J. Fuller, the junior from Easley, South Carolina. He had 7 carries for 46 yards in the 2016 game a year ago. He's got 2 tonight for 12. He'll step over to the left. And hand to him again, bouncing into the arms of Brad Johnson. And a 2-yard gain will bring up 3rd down. Clock under 10 minutes at 9:48.
Did not move fast enough, that clock. Clemson in 2-down territory for sure. 3rd and about 4, but as they've done the last, 4 or 5 times down there, they get down there, they know they have trouble kicking the ball, they go in and run for it. So.
Johnson works out of the shotgun. Pistol formation. 4 wide receivers set. 3rd down and 4. Option play into the boundary. And it's got to Fuller, but a nice tackle by the Gamecocks. Punch him out of bounds on that Clemson bench. Eldridge Thompson, the backup linebacker from Houston, Texas. Puts his shoulder into it. And it's 4th down and 2.
For 9 plays on this drive.
Yeah, all kinds of time of possession today. Not as bad as you might think. 27 minutes or so to 20 minutes for USC. 4th and 2. Here's Hunter Johnson out of the shotgun, 3 wide receivers left side. Single back in the backfield. They'll hand to him straight up the middle. 1st down, Tigers. C.J. Fuller to the Carolina 23-yard line. Clemson has run a ton of plays, Tommy.
Yeah, they have.
1st and 10 at the 22 for Clemson.
75-76 to Carolina's 45. 1st down and 10. Johnson wants to throw. Backside slant route, incomplete. It might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage. He wanted a slant around the 8-yard line intended for DeAndre Overton, the sophomore from Greensboro. He played at my high school, Page High School. How the heck he ever got to Clemson, I don't know. But DeMarcus King covering on the play, but I think the ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. So Johnson from Brownsville, Indiana, sets up again. 2nd down and 10. Johnson's going to run it himself outside. There's a holding call on the play, rightfully so. Finally, as he got to the edge when Carolina was trying to get there and clean it out.
Holding, offense, number 11, 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Clemson finally got one called on him, but
Shadell Bell, backup tight end, was trying to seal the edge and had a hold of a couple shoulder pads there.
It's 2nd and 20 at the 32-yard
And
line.
after the penalty, with 8:04 to go, 2nd and 20. Backs all the way up to the Carolina 32-yard line. 4-man front, substitutions on both sides. Fuller and Amari Rogers. Rogers came split out left side. And Johnson dumps it off. Spinning towards the Gamecock bench. They stand him up and keep him in bounds around the 29-yard line before they blow the whistle. It's Amari Rogers on the catch. It's good for 4 yards.
again, I said it 3 times. It's the 4th. It stretched the field for you. You got to go left side, right side, middle, everywhere. And that's well designed offense.
By far, this is not their strongest wide receiver core they've had.
No, you're right about that. Yeah.
But they utilize these backs, a couple of tight ends, and Kane's an elite player, and obviously Renfro can play with anybody. 7:06 to go in the ball game. 3rd down and 15. Johnson, he's one up, going to the near side. Stephen Montauk's in the end zone, and he's got a pick. Touchback, Montauk for the pick in the end zone. DeAndre Overton, the intended receiver, Montauk playing the middle of the field, makes the pick. It's the 2nd of the night on the Tiger quarterbacks. And this will be a touchback. The ball will come out with 6:56 to go.
They just didn't see Montauk back there evidently because he was eyed in on the receiver, number 14 for Overton. And Montauk made a good job. That's Montauk's 2nd interception this year.
And Mixon was a little bit beat on the play. The ball overthrown by Johnson in a spot in which the free safety came over. We'll step away when we come back after the turnover. Carolina's got the football with 6:56 remaining on the Gamecock IMG Sports Network. On Denson in the ball game now. And they're trailing 34-3. Allen Knott steps over the football. Not much going tonight for the Gamecocks. 121-22 yards of total offense. Bentley wants to throw. Quick out routes. Got his man. Trying to split 2 defenders on the hitch. To the outside is Ortre Smith. And it's a 5-yard gain on the play. I mean, no really receivers getting any rhythm tonight for Carolina.
I think Clemson's done a good job of keeping all of our receivers in front of them there. They run that zone as we talked about, and we just have not been able to penetrate it at all.
2nd down and 5 for Bentley out of the gun. Throws the same play outside. Ortray trying to reach for the marker after the catch. He's going to be just shy of it. I think so, by half a yard or so. It'll be 3rd down and a half a yard. Trayvon Mullen, who got one of the picks tonight. And Bentley quickly up to work. Clemson a little late getting set up. Bob Denson straight up the middle. Got the 1st down for Carolina across the 35-yard line. 1st down on a 6-yard run. Good setup, way to get set and get moving forward.
You know, Todd, but when, again, we've said this is not an excuse, folks, because I'm not sure we'd beat Clemson even with these guys, but when you put Deebo Samuel out there and also Shi Smith, that's a whole different thing right there in your passing game.
Especially against the zone. Bentley gets the protection, picked up, now stepped up in the pocket. Going to run just to get back to the line of scrimmage and dives down around the 35.
Yeah, Samuel had a unique ability. He was good one-on-one on man-to-man man coverage, but he also you gotta have the ability to just find that soft spot in there somewhere.
Then split the next 2 guys.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what everybody's scared of nowadays. That's why a lot of people don't play zone, because these good athletes now come out and they catch the ball and they're able to make the next guy miss. All right, Bentley on 2nd down and 10. Sees a crowded Clemson line of scrimmage. They blitz from the outside again. Bentley, quick throw to the outside. Hayden Hurst caught near sideline. Steps out of bounds at the 50 after he gets a Carolina 1st down. Good throw from Bentley. Maybe the best of the night. Carolina's got an offensive lineman slow to get up. That's Corey Helms, who's been battling that ankle injury. That's Bailey, actually.
Bailey, yeah.
Zach Bailey, 78. Not Helms, 51. Bailey gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice look off that time by Bentley down the middle. Then he went out to Hurst at the last minute. Another penalty.
Yeah, that was on Bailey, who was hustling to get back there, and he's hurting.
1st down.
And he's going to come off the field as Blake Camper comes in for him. I wish he'd have done that before. He was hurting, obviously, and wasn't concentrating, and that'll bring up 1st and 15.
Give him credit, though, for hustling down the field and trying to play. Play with pain, don't play with injury.
Carolina, the least penalized team in the SEC. 9 tonight for 76 yards. Bentley back to work. 1st and 15. Wide receiver screen. Got some room to the outside. Brian Edwards catch and then gets lit up. But a great effort pushing forward further into Clemson territory down to about the 41-yard line. Now a manageable second play here after a 12-yard gain. Edwards quiet tonight as well, catching the football.
Only called 4.
Bentley back to work with 3:55 to go on the clock, trailing 34-3. Clemson's been blitzing in this series after Bentley. Don't want to give up any points. Edwards again caught a hitch route towards the Gamecock bench, right on the numbers, and they drop him immediately, just a 2-yard gain on the play. As we mentioned, Bentley went 8 of 11 to start the ball game, then 2 of 12. Now he's heated up here with a couple short throws. Tyson Williams in the ball game for Carolina. They'll hand to Tyson going straight up the middle of the field and to the second level and a 1st down Carolina on a 3rd down and 1, a 2-yard gain on the play. Gamecocks win 8 games on the season. Nobody picked them in that arena. They finished 2nd in the SEC East. And Tommy, this one always will put a damper on it anytime you lose to them, as it should. It's another loss, but a lot to be thankful for with this football team. For Carolina playing well above their heads as Bentley sits in the pocket again. Takes his time throwing down the field. Got Edwards in the 15, 10. Cut back into 5, trying to get there. Does. Touchdown Carolina. Touchdown Brian Edwards from 38 yards out. A great effort by the sophomore wide receiver. A little too late. The extra point can make it 34-10.
Tell you one thing, though, good protection. And again, the offensive backfield, I think it was Denson that time, did a good job of picking up that blitzing linebacker. They're still blitzing, Clemson is, and that's okay. But good job by Denson or either Williams to pick him up. I think it was Williams maybe to pick him up. And then good protection. Took a long time to throw it. It's okay. We had good protection and excellent throw. Great run by Edwards afterwards.
Asbury to snap, Gordon to put it down, White to put it up.
You know, we got to find a way to get the ball to Edwards where he can run with it. You know, every time I think he's just this big old receiver out there, he can catch it. He's got a lot of zip to it.
Very good with the ball. Nice in route dig, put it right on the shoulder pad to Bentley. Late, it's 34-10 with 2:44 to go on the Gamecock IMG Sports Network. Clemson looks like we did. They have 4 big, fast defensive linemen and then a bunch of good athletes behind them that can run.
Yeah.
And on offense, they probably are better than we were, even in our prime time athlete-wise. You take Marcus Lattimore out of the equation. Connor was brilliant, but, I mean, they got a lot of speed and a lot of running backs right now. There's Parker White to kick off. He does so about 4 yards deep, and Ray McLeod will let it sit back, touch back. But got to get back to that. Get those front 4 guys dominating. Then you can put athletes behind them and play a lot of different defenses. And we just, need to get more athletic up front on offense.
You know, you talked
more
about
skill guys. Keep them healthy.
Yeah, I remember so often about Bobby Bowden and Florida State. We got a timeout here. I'm not sure what this is.
We're staying.
Yeah, we're and Florida State was good. They threw the ball all over the place, but they never moved to that elite crowd until they started getting those linemen up front on both sides of the ball. That's when they moved it up and started winning some national championships.
Cedric Cooper in the ball game. Another quarterback for the Tigers. He steps out on the field. The Tigers will run the football. Right side with Ray McLeod. Knocked him out of bounds towards the Clemson bench. He does stay in bounds on a 5-yard run with 2:34 remaining in the ball game. Tommy, this is one thing Clemson does. They whip you with their depth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different receivers have caught the football. 7 different rushers tonight. So they're always fresh. And they got out there with their depth tonight and then some.
And, the Gamecocks, on the other hand, started out with probably missing the top 2 receivers. Edwards would be our second best receiver after Devo. But, so, and I'm starting running back.
Tigers running again, right side, having some trouble and finally pulled down. And with 1:51 to go in the ball game, Tigers are facing a 3rd down and 5. Good job by Aaron Sterling again, standing in there battling.
Bentley ends the night 16 of 29, 126 yards. And Bryant, 23 of 34, 272 yards.
Cooper taking his time, letting the clock run out on 3rd and 15. 3rd and 5 with 1:15 to go. And he'll run it himself left side. 1st down, Tigers. Keep the clock moving on a 9-yard run. Yeah, Jake with a strange night, Tommy. We mentioned started 8 of 11, then went 2 of 12. That last drive, he was 6 of 6. Cooper going north-south there. Give the Tigers 1st and 10 as they let the clock run. 42 seconds remaining. So the 115th meeting between the Tigers and the Gamecocks will go to Clemson. And Clemson will have now won 4 straight. The most they've ever won straight, 7 in the series. Gamecocks most 5. Hand off right side again for the Tigers. Running towards the sideline, dragged down on the play by Blackshears in the ball game. And that'll do it. The clock running. Will Muschamp goes to 8-4. The Tigers go to 11-1 on the season. And Clemson wins it 34-10. But Tommy, there's a reason Clemson has won. It has an 80-14 record over the last 7 years. Only Alabama has a better record and more wins at 87-8. They've had it going on in the last 5, 6, 7 years or so.
I think you're right about that, Todd. And they got a good program up there, and the wins and the program they have proved that it works, and you can do it right, and Clemson seems to do a good job with that. You know, in the Gamecocks, I think the disappointing here was Carolina came into this game, unlike last year, thinking, you know, we've improved, and Clemson is still Clemson, but we've improved, and maybe we play them at home, and maybe we can hang in there with them. I think you and I talked a lot during the week and all, but offense worried me. Me because you're playing. We struggle a little bit on offense, no consistency sometimes, and then we've got injuries. Think about this, folks. Deebo Samuel's not here. We lose A.J. Turner, and Shy Smith didn't play tonight. So you talk about three playmakers.
Casey Crosby.
Casey Crosby's out. He didn't play tonight.
Rico Dowdle.
So, you know, let's not get too down, although we were hoping that we would come in here and play better than this offensively. That's what worried me, particularly going up against Clemson's outstanding defense.
Very good defense of the Tigers.
Yep.
Biatch.
We too deep. We too deep. Hey, hey. 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 We too deep. Hey, hey.
Let's be legendary. Let's go be great.